Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, the Daily Forex. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys another powerful strategy for you to milk the market and make profits on boom and crash index. Okay, so I want you guys to pay very close attention to everything that I'm about to share with you guys in this video, and watch this video to the very end so that you can understand every explanation that I'm about to give you guys in this video. All right, so let's get on with it. And also, with this strategy, you can use it to grow your small account into a big account. All right, as you can see right here, we're using about 4 indicators on our trade. We're using the RSI, the MACD, the Bollinger Bands, and the moving average. Okay, so that's basically 4 indicators. So right here, I'm going to show you guys parameters. For the moving average, you put that on the main window. Okay, on the main window, you set the period to 10, shift 0. The method, you put that to linear weighted. Okay, linear weighted. Then you apply to weighted close, right? Weighted close. Then for, you don't add any levels. For the style, you put that on 3 pixels on the style with color purple. Okay, on this first trend line, then you click on done. Okay, the second indicator is going to be the Bollinger Bands. The Bollinger Bands is going to be on the main window as well. Okay, now when you put that on the main window, you put the period to 5, shift 0. Deviation is going to be 0.500. okay, 0.500. Then you apply to previous indicator data, right? Then for the style, you put that on 2 pixels with color red. Okay, then you click on done. All right, it's going to be like this. Then for the indicator window 1, you want to put on the relative strength index. You put that on period 14. You apply to close. All right, the levels you're going to put on 10 and 90. The style, you put that on 3 pixels with black color or any color of your choice, as long as you understand what you are doing on the market, right? But as you can see, I use black color with this middle line right here. Then you click on done. Then for the style on the main page, you put that on 1 pixel with color white, just like the color of your screen, right? Then you click on done. All right, the last indicator is going to be the MACD. The MACD, you put that on the fast EMA 12, slow EMA 26, MACD SMA 9. You apply to close. All right, for the main color on the style, you put that on 3 pixels with black color. All right, the signal, you put that on 3 pixels with red color with this first red line. Then you click on done. Perfect guys. Now what we're going to do on this market right here is that we're going to be taking about 5 candlesticks successfully. I'm going to show you guys the strategy and method. You can take 5 to 10 or also 4, 5, between 4, 5 and 10 candlesticks. So it's going to be your choice to choose. Either you want to take 4 candlesticks or 5 candlesticks or 10 candlesticks. All right, it's going to be your own choice, but this is the strategy that's going to make you take up to 10 candlesticks from this market. All right, so what I'm doing right here, we're going to be entering this market for scalping. We're not going to be catching the spikes, right? So this what we're going to do right here, currently we are on the 30-minute time frame. Okay, now we're going to take a little bit zoom into the market using the third zoom level. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the third zoom level, right? All right, now so this is the Bollinger Bands right here. This 3 curve line, these red lines you are seeing here are the Bollinger Bands, and this purple line is the moving average. So how do you place an entry for a buy on crash market? You place an entry for a buy when you see this moving average cross above the Bollinger Bands. 3 of the line, you need to cross above that moving average, need to be above the Bollinger Bands lines for you to see an accurate signal for a buy. All right, you can see that this is a live trading right here. You can see this is currently where the market is. So immediately we see a crossing. The crossing needs to be above. All right, above. We need to see that crossing going above. Then we enter into the market for a buy. So as you can see right here, a crossing is about to happen, but it has not happened, right? Yeah, so what we're going to do right here, we're going to zoom out of this market right now, take a little bit zoom out of the market so that we can observe where the market is. So what we're seeing right here currently is that the market have sold right up to this point, then it bought at this entry right at this point right here. So it sold again. So the next step should be the market should buy, right? The market should buy. That's basically how it's going to work, right? Now that we have confirmed that this market will buy, so we're waiting for this moving average to cross above the Bollinger Bands for it to go upwards, so that we can either place our buy. And if we also go over to the 1 hour time frame, you can see that the market is currently at the overbought region right here, and have sold is going to buy for a little bit. So we're going to be scalping the market. Now that we have confirmed our entry on the higher time frame, we'll go over to the 1 minute time frame, because that's how we're going to take our buys. Then we'll zoom in. Remember, we're using the third zoom level. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, the third zoom level. So right here you can see that when there was a curve above the Bollinger Bands, you place a buy into the market 4, 5 to 10 candlesticks. Right now, if you take a look at this point right here, trace it with me, guys. The market spike right when the MACD got to the level of 10, and when you see the spike happened, immediately the moving average crossed above the Bollinger Bands after 3 candlesticks. And if you trace it down from this point here, right here, you can see that it was at that moment, this moment right here, the MACD started going towards the upward trend. So what this means is that when the moving average crosses above the 3 Bollinger lines, the MACD, right, the MACD started going towards an upward trend, and at that very point the market will start to buy. All right, remember that the 1 minute time frame, the 15-minute time frame, the 1 hour time frame are both different time frames. So the 1 minute time frame moves quickly than the higher time frame. So what we do is that we go over to the higher time frame to confirm these entries, to see that all right, this market is going towards the downward trend, or the market is going towards the upward trend, for us to know how we're going to scalp the market on the lower time frame, right? So as you can see that there was no spike at all during this point when it curves. So from this point you can either place your buy for 4, 5 or 10 candlesticks. Some instance there may be an entry point whereby the spike would come into the market, but the spike is going to be a little spike. It's not going to be that long as like it normally would when it's as an entry point whereby the market is extremely volatile, right? All right, now take a look at this point as well. It curves above, you enter into the market for a buy. The same point whereby the MACD started creating an upward trend. All right, as you can see, at that very moment you wait until you see that perfect entry whereby the moving average crosses above the 3 Bollinger Bands, right? So this strategy is really easy to understand, right? It's really easy to understand, and also you should be extremely careful when you're using this strategy as well, because you need to watch out for a point whereby the market is not so high in volatility, so that you don't end up in a multiple spike trade where you enter into the market for a buy. Remember that you are just capping the market, right? As you can see. So what you're going to do right here is that you should do a proper analysis before entering into for a buy, because as you can see right here, this was the oversold region at this very point, right? At this very point. And if we zoom in a little bit during this moment here, you need to cross above, and the MACD need to be towards the downward trend as well. So I hope you understand what I've said to you guys, using this particular strategy on how to grow your small account into a big account on crash on the crash market, on crash 1000 index. Now I'll go over to the boom market. I'm going to share with you guys how you can also use this same strategy on the boom market. So we'll go over to boom 1000 index right here, using the same setup and parameters and the same zoom level as well. All right, so how are we going to trade this on the boom market? Let's go over to the 1 minute time frame. Now you are entering into this market when there's a crossing below when the moving average crosses below the Bollinger Bands. That's where you enter into the market for a sell. All right, so you can see that this boom market is just like the opposite of the crash market. unlike the crush market whereby we buy to scalp the market, on the bull market we sell to scalp the market. If you trace from here downwards, you can see that it was at this very point the MACD started going towards the downward trend, and that is the very moment whereby you place your entry for a sell. After you see a crossing at that very moment, you enter into the market for a sell. All right, you enter into the market for a sale. And remember that I told you guys that there's going to be some instance whereby the market would sell, right? The market would sell. There might be some instance whereby the market will sell, just as we can see right here. At this very moment, there was a crossing at this very point here, and after about 4 candlesticks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, after 5 candlesticks at this very moment, the spike came through at that very point. So you can see you can take from 4, 5 to 10. So to be safer, to be on the safer side, you should be taking about just 5 candlesticks. Okay, this is an easy strategy for you to use to scalp the market. Grow your small account into a big account. And remember that when you're growing that your small account, you want to make sure that you use the the smallest lot size as possible, so that you don't end up losing that capital that you want to use for that trade entry. All right, so if you found value in this video, do well to like and subscribe to the channel, The Daily Forex, for more awesome trading tips and strategies, and also join our Telegram community, The Daily Forex, as well. The Daily Forex, only on Telegram. All right, and I'll see you guys on the next video.